So I know I said I was gonna roll with this blue for a while, but that paint is it just doesn't look good. And for an $850 bike, this is what I did. Trying out this Krylon. I'm not a fan of Krylon. I wanted this color, and they only had 2 cans of Rust-Oleum. Wanted to get at least 3, so I got 3 cans of the Krylon metallic. Can you see that? Metallic dark metal. It's actually the same color as the bed of my truck because it doesn't actually match, but it's close to matching. But this is the same color as the bed of my truck. So there's 3 coats on there right now, 3 heavy coats, base coat, 3 heavy coats. Just spray bomb, and we're gonna get ready to clear coat it, trying to get at least 2 layers of clear coat. I got 3 on this fender. I have to polish it tomorrow a little bit. It's not going to be real shiny, but it should polish up pretty nice. So spray paint doesn't go on real thick, so just do a bunch of coats. I'd like to do like 6 or 7 coats of clear on this, build it up real thick, and then I could really polish it out. But 2 or 3 coats on this bike should polish up enough. And I think this color will look sharp with all the chrome. I'm not a huge fan of chrome, but the spikes changed my mind. But yeah, that blue's got to go. So we're going to work on that tonight for a little while. Don't know if we'll finish up tonight. If not, we'll finish it up tomorrow. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. There's piston and caliper. They need some food. Kitties need some food. Let's feed the cats real quick. I'm happy. And there's engine. And there's caliper. Or, not caliper, offset. Offset. Engine. Caliper. And piston. Good kitties. Good. The first little too heavy coat, that has some runs on the other side, but they should sit behind the chrome. I'm not too worried about some runs. You can always sand them out too if you are worried, or scrape them out. They're actually falling right in line with where the chrome trim is, so this will go here. And the runs are actually pretty much right here on this side. Perfect. So I probably won't even have to do anything with them runs. I should have went a little lighter on that first coat, but it's alright. $800 bike. So let that tack up for 5 minutes. Not too bad for a spray paint job. Got 3 nice layers of clear coat on there. And after it dries for, I'll probably give it like 3 days or something. Wednesday I'll come in here and I'll start laying down some fine cut polisher and try and hope and smooth that up. Right now I got the gas draining out of the tank. Gonna work on getting the tank off and then sand it down. We got the gas tank all sanded up as good as I'm gonna sand it up. And a couple little spot to spot putty. I'm not gonna worry too much about that dent. I was gonna fill it, but oh well. We'll go ahead and shoot this with some paint. Here goes nothing. Go around the edges first. So that's the right thing to do, but that's what I'm doing. Start coating it. Oh boy. Hope it turns out decent. Start with a light little base coat. Kind of heavy little base coat, I guess. Just do one more heavy little base coat. Get this dry a little before I get carried away. Let that dry for a couple minutes. So we're gonna pick up here, right here. I lost some footage. I don't know exactly what happened. It's just not, it won't load. So here is the finished marauder. Pretty much finished almost. I just took it for a little test drive. It's running pretty good. I'm waiting for it to cool down now so I can check the plugs. I did sync the carbs. I also put the fuel screw at the recommended settings on the back carb. On the front carb, I'm out 2.5 turns because at 3, the plug was very, very wet in gas. So, and it didn't run very good. So there she is in all her glory. Nice, huh? Looks better than that blue. Looks a lot better than that blue. I don't know if you can see that dent right there. Had this tank all painted, beautiful. And I know that dent was there before. I was gonna fix it, but I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because I would have laid Bondo over it. And it turned out, see all that? It turned out there was a little tear right here. From about here down. I think it's from when this dented in. But I didn't even know it till after I painted it. Paint job turned out awesome. Put gas in it. Started lifting all my paint off. Ran down here, and dripped on the exhaust right here. That's paint. It used to be here. So that was irritating. But what I ended up doing is I put 2 nice thick layers of JB Weld on there. It seems to not be leaking. And then I used this brush, sprayed a little paint in there, and hey piston, and I did that. So that's all right. $850 bike. So I laid some pinstriping on this front fender. Looks pretty good. This one's a little squiggly, but good enough for me. And this here, I did that pinstriping because I wanted something just to set it off. And I was thinking about getting a bib, but I decided, no, I don't want to spend the money. So I'm just going to pinstripe it. So I pinstriped it. And then, if you're wondering about this goofy sticker there, I'll show you exactly the only reason I put it there is this. See that? And this? Well, I didn't want it to screw up my paint too much, so that's what I did. I didn't realize it was a camo skull until afterwards, but looks alright. I actually like it. Excuse me. So, what I'm going to do now, if you feel like watching, is I'm going to take this sissy bar and rack off. And I'm going to lay some pinstripes on this back fender, just 2 of them, just real quick, just from here back on both sides. And then we're gonna call it done as far as paint and polishing goes. So it looks pretty good. So we're gonna grab that Allen key and we'll take a sissy bar off, backrest, sissy bar, rack, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm gonna lay some pinstriping. Yeah, this one's backwards. This rack ain't hard to get off, but I'll tell you what, it's annoying getting back on. Somewhat. I mean, it ain't too bad. Now that I've done it like 6 times. First few times were rough. We're gonna get this rack off. Excuse me if I'm standing funny or limping a lot. My ankle is absolutely killing me. Anyway, I was at work. I was at work in one of the buildings. You gotta go down. It's probably about 4, 5, 6 feet high. I'd say, well, I don't know. It's an embankment, and we usually walk down it. There's a little trail. Anyways, I thought I'd cut the trail short. I just jump off the bank, which I did a bunch of times. Just run down the bank a little bit, like 2 steps. Well, I did it a bunch of times, and then one time I was doing it, got all the way down. I was on the flat, and I stepped with this foot, and it just caught completely sideways. And I heard it pop, and it didn't hurt too bad. And then throughout the day, it just started hurting worse and worse. Got real bad. And that was all swelled up this morning and I could barely freaking walk on it. But it's actually feeling a lot better right now than it did yesterday or today, this morning. So definitely gonna be limping around work for a couple days. But that's alright. Did I just turn that the wrong way? Yes sir, I did. Turned that complete wrong way. There we go. Rack removed. Yeah. Ready to get the pinstriping. And I am not a professional in any of this. I'm not very good at painting. This is probably the best thing I ever painted. Got about 3 coats on here, 3 coats on there, 3 coats on the front fender. And then I got, I think 3 coats of clear on the front fender. Got like 6 coats of clear on this gas tank. And I got, I think 5 coats of clear on that rear fender. So you can actually tell, these match pretty good. You can tell that that doesn't have as much clear on the front fender. It's a little bit lighter, but it'll be alright. Not enough to really notice, you really can't notice it, so we're just going to leave it at what it is. And I would take the fender or the seat off, and maybe I will. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's take the seat off. That way, where's my key? That way, if I ever do take the seat off, which I doubt I will, but at least there will be pinstriping underneath it. It's not that hard to do, so I might as well, right? Let's do it. Back one is a 13. Not on your marauder, just on my marauder because I had to retap this hole. Oh. Oh. That's alright. I got a bunch of deep scratches under here actually from when I put this on. But $800 bike. $800 bike. She was ugly. Polished her up. That was a no buck solution because I had all the stuff to polish it. So everything got polished for no bucks. None. 0 zip. I think the paint was about, what did I get? Paint was about 38 bucks for 3 cans of spray paint, Krylon Fusion, and then a can of clear, which the only reason this doesn't have more clear on it, or back there, is because I only got 1 can. I should have got 2, but that's all right. There's enough clear coat on this gas tank to make it look beautiful. Oops, there goes that bolt for me. Never see that again. Yeah, that actually ain't never gonna come off because it just looks terrible without the seat. It's got cracks around these holes, and then if I took the seat off, I'd have this hole exposed. So that would look dumb. But we're gonna do the pinstriping down it anyways. Why? I'd say just because Piston said go do it. Oh, Piston. truths. What is going on here? So basically, got a big long section out of it with that. I'll take this like that. I want extra because I don't know if it's normal pinstripe, like if you buy a quality, but this is just some, where did I get this, O'Reilly stuff? And it has like the backing, and you lay the strip on. And then you have to get the clear off of the pinstripe. There's a clear over top. It's really hard to get that off, but if you leave yourself some extra, like so, move that under here. And yeah, looks good. Maybe we should do a little less of a bend here. A little less. Yeah, that looks better. One down, one to go. There's the white backing. Now, the hard part is going to be kind of eyeballing this in the right. Not so good. Good. What do you think? No. Looks better. Down real good. Oh my. Oh, I won't stick up here real well. Stick up here real well. Sticking over here. I'm sticking over here. As long as it's behind the seat, I'm right with it. Anyways, we peel this off. Here's what I mean. This is why I leave extra. I don't know if there's like a right way or a wrong way to do this. Is there a right way to do this piston? Am I just doing this all wrong? I don't know. She won't answer me. I think that's a yes. I'm doing it all wrong. I'm doing it. But I'm doing it. We'll peel that off there like so. One. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, let's trim that up. And we're going to call it done. Whew. Boy, is my ankle sore. I already brought my knife. Just throw that on the ground. So this pinstripe won't stick down here for some reason. Stick. Stab it. Pull it. Stab it. Stab it. Pull it. And that one's trimmed up here. Hopefully it starts sticking at some point. And I think this one we're going to trim right at this little lip on the fender because that's how I did the front. I want to kind of match. Yeah, that was the right choice. Alrighty then. So tell me, oh, I gotta trim that front one up there. I'll get to it. So tell me, how's that look? How does she look? Pretty good, I think. Let me know in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10. How ugly is it? 10 being the ugliest, 1 being pretty nice. So, leave it in the comments. There it is with the seat back on. I think it looks good. Looks real good. Sissy bar and the rack back on. We're going to call our lick. So, this rack is a pain in the butt. I'll show you why. These shades go away on me. Well, here's one reason. I've got no pans. Got that perfect thumb. It's actually not hard now because I already did it like 7 times. That line right there. Put this this on backwards. Yeah, it's way easier now because I've done it so many times. But it's kind of hard because, I don't know, you guys all probably think I'm dumb. Leave in the comments. But no, it's just a pain getting used to thread. Sometimes, my ankle. Lay down. I need you. Don't leave me. Yeah, I'm actually glad I did that. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good even with this on. Looks better. Come on. Yeah, buddy. The way the sissy bar mounts, though, it's got these bolts on the inside of these that go that way. I'm actually rubbing my fender, rubbing my paint off. But there we go. Yeah, I'm glad I did the stripes on the back. It just does something for it when you walk around the bike. See them in there. Do a walk around. Quick walk around, limp around. Take you for a quick limp around my bike. So I got to get that seat covered, recovered. And she's good to go. Awesome. So sorry I lost some of the footage of the painting going on. I was quite upset about it, but I just decided to make this part of that video so at least you can see the finished product. So it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Need to polish it up a couple more times. But I polished the paint a few more times. For the most part, it looks awesome. Anyways, like and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment if you want, even if it's hateful. I like it. Alright, thanks for watching.